claims, you can stake claims. Came to show the movement moving like a freight train, breaking walls and crumble earth with every step we take. We walking by with lash and your neck will break. Never let it stray, so say it wrong, we'll set it straight. So coming at us with an awkward demeanor is leaving your life in a dead of face. So pedal straight, avoid these shots, we send it all costs. Truly believing that it'll be different, we watching your body get hauled off. Simple as this, we giving the vibe of the revolution that we living within. Diminish the doubt of the haters that talk on the low because of this minuscule shit.
Ba-dum-ba-bum. Let's all go to the game shop. Let's all go to the game shop. Let's all go to the game shop and buy ourselves some swag. Come for the singing, stay for the news. It is I, your grumpy guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and general internet nonsense that is the OGGM, coming to you live from the mysterious location known only as Site B on this Wednesday morning. It's 8 o'clock on the dot, the 12th day of June, 2024, and let's check the weather. Oh yeah, it sucks. How y'all doing this morning? It's time to go to our friendly local GameStop and see what's new on the shelves, but don't take my word for it. If you see something that you like, call ahead and make sure they have it in stock. Also, Free RPG Day is coming up. If you're lucky enough to have a store that celebrates Free RPG Day, we've talked about Free RPG Day versus Free Comic Book Day before, and we'll talk about it again. But yeah, it's just not as awesome as you think it would be. But anyways, yeah, let's see what's new. From Frog God Games, creators of my favorite tabletop role-playing game setting, the Slumbering Czar, we have the Sunstone Auto, ADO, Sunstone Auto. What does that mean? ADO. There's a singer named ADO. Auto definition of ADO. Auto. ADO? Am I saying this wrong? Ado. Oh, it's ado. It's a much ado about nothing. Oh my God. I need caffeine. So yeah, what to ado? The Sunstone Ado? As in much are they referring to it as much to do about nothing, or is it the actual name of the product is the ado? Ado. I don't know if that's the right word. Anyways, yeah, much ado about nothing. How come I didn't make it? Anyway, it's available for all the D20 stuff. It's $25. It's about you going to a party, and if the cover has anything to do with it, apparently you get your pickpocketed by a giant rabbit. Anyways, that's to do with going to a party and something gets stolen. From Steamforged Games, remember we were just talking about this earlier this week with the figures and the announcement that Steamforged Games just gobbled up War Machine. And I said, well, they're the ones that make the Epic Encounter stuff, which I absolutely love. Here's two new Epic Encounters for $50 each. These are linked together. The first one is called Palace of the Drow Queen, a mention of a nod to the classic Drow series of modules that introduced Drow for the first time. We've got 18 Drow and some battle maps and a scenario. And then the second one is Lair of the Drider, which I think is just going to come with one. Well, you definitely get this big Drider figure, or Loath, or whatever you want to call it. For $50, that's a little pricey, but you do also get maps and an encounter. But I'm just getting one figure as opposed to 18. I mean, 18 Drow for $50 plus the map plus the encounter. That's reasonable, especially if the figures look good. But $50 for just one Drider, that doesn't seem reasonable. Even with, for just one figure plus the book plus the map, $30. From the greatest role-playing game you've probably never heard of, Harn. We have Republic of Tharda for Harn World for $60. It's another setting in the rich, wonderful, amazing world of Harn that does not get enough love. Oh my God. Yeah, Harn is such a great thing. If I wasn't already using a setting, Harn would probably be my setting. But From Arc Dream Publishing for Delta Green, we have Dead Letter. Dead Letter, of course, referring to the section of the post office where all the letters that have never been able to be delivered or delivered and returned sit. And this deals with a horror, of course, because it's Delta Green and somewhere in the Montana, because the Appalachian Mountains, I guess, is the big center of horror now. And then you have to go and deal with monsters. And this one takes place in 1998. From Crucible 7, we have a Doctor Who adventure called A Stitch in Time. And we have a Warhammer 40K adventure called Redacted Records Volume 2. A Stitch in Time is 10 adventures set during the Jodie Foster era, it looks like, dealing with the galaxy's largest department store and time travel shenanigans with the Sontaran, it looks like, and the Daleks. Always have room for the Daleks. Redacted Records is 8 new archetypes for the Wrath and Glory Warhammer 40K setting and some other stuff. From Arion Games, we have Savage Gladiators for Savage Worlds. $31. Contains everything you need to run a vaguely Roman Empire inspired Savage World campaign for $31. Or you could just look up stuff for the Roman Empire for free online and base it your own. From Renegade Studios, My Little Pony, we have Story of the Seasons adventure and storybook for $45. It's a whole bunch of different scenarios, all built around festivals and parties and seasons and all the trouble that the ponies can get into in Ponyville. So if you are a fan of the My Little Pony role-playing game, this is the Renegade Game Press version, the Hasbro version. $45 gives you a whole bunch of new My Little Pony shenanigans. Oh my God, Sparkle Fairy's got a machine gun. If we could just combine My Little Pony with Delta Green. Yeah. All right, let's check out the free RPG Day site, though it'll probably be a disappointment. Free RPG Day 2024 is June 22nd, so next week. I really have an appointment on the 20th. There is a site called freerpgday.com. If you go to it, you can click the link and it'll show whether the game store that your town has a game store that's carrying it or not. We've got a pretty decent selection of people that are donated to Free RPG Day. I'm a big fan of Free RPG Day, and I'm a big fan of Free Comic Book Day, more of a fan of Free Comic Book Day. But yeah, as I've mentioned before in previous videos, pretty much this time every year, Free RPG Day is kind of sucky compared to Free Comic Book Day. I mean, if you're a friendly local game store and you do Free Comic Book Day and you spend the funds, you get hundreds of comics and hundreds of things to give away. For the same amount of money for Free RPG Day, you're lucky if you get like 5-10 things. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like it's ever been worth it unless they've changed it. But we'll cover that in a separate video on June 22nd. That's everything that's available at the friendly local game stores this week. If you're lucky enough to have a friendly local game store in the town you live in. Flavor, blah, 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 blah. Flavor is half of the Monster Manual anyways. Flavor is Haldaf of the Monster Manual anyways. Giant, I guess he's referring to the Giant Rabbit. Call ahead to your friendly local game store and make sure they have it in stock, or if they don't have it in stock, they can order it for you. That's it for today. If you appreciate me doing this every Wednesday, let me know. If you never want to hear me do this ever again, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet and you're listening to the dulcet sounds of my voice somewhere in this great world of ours, please consider subscribing. It costs you nothing and it helps me immensely. 2,000 subs by August 4th. Please, let's make it. Till next time, you know what to do.